My man Casanova over there on the West Coast,
And I could just tell like how he
DJing,
felt
kicking
on
the
all that he
vibes.
went off and that. But he brought that shit. And I could just tell like how he responded. He brought that shit pretty much. He brought teaching.
My man, my man Casanova over there on the West Coast,
And I could just tell like how he
DJing,
felt
kicking
on
the
all that he
vibes.
went off and that. But he brought that shit. And I could just tell like how he responded. He brought that shit pretty much. He brought teaching.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
There it is. Shoot, man. It's the Coach Uncut podcast. Another Woke Wednesdays. Got the band back together. Fellas, what it do?
Vibing, man. Vibing,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. Just got back from Miami, doing the whole school orientation, shindig. Exhausted, fellas. But you know what I'm saying? I want to tap back in with y'all boys. It's been a little minute. We've been trying to align something, but life been life in a little bit. But
Mhm.
excited to be back on here with y'all boys. How y'all doing? Y'all good?
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
me. I'm feeling good, feeling great, man. Like you said, life been life, and same time, head to the doggone ground, getting it done brick by brick. Uh, is that summertime now? Now it's that
mhm.
time for that transition with the kids and whatnot for summer, school, and planning out life. What say you, Gio? It's been a minute.
Yeah, man, I've been cooling, bro. Today just been making sure that my clones been good, helping them along their journey, um, learning along the way so that I can better assist them and do what I'm supposed to do, bro. That's it. Staying out the way, staying off the radar.
That's been kind of like the doggone the vibe for a lot of people, like staying out the way, staying
Yeah,
off the radar. You know, Eh, I think that's the best way to go, especially with like a lot of crazy stuff that's going on in the world. You just gotta like mind your own business. Don't get too absorbed with all the nonsense that's going on, and just you know focus on what you got going on in your life. I think it's
I mean, that's the only piece right there, bro. Like, to be
hmm
real with you, just being in your own little world, bro. I be so out of it. With what, like, I mean, that's what the good books say too, right? In it, but not of it.
hmm
So you want to be in this thing, but not of it, and that's really where the piece is at, bro. I log out of. I'll be on social media and don't even be on it. Like that may not make sense for a lot of other people, but I be on it, but don't be on it. I post and go. I don't scroll. Like if I got thoughts I want to get out, I'm not just not on there just being a consumer. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So when I'm on there even if it's a marketing purpose, building up buzz for something, but it's a method behind the madness if I'm on social media. But I'm really not in tune with what's going on with the Diddy trial, Shannon Sharp,
right.
uh, Travis Hunter, like whoever it may be, whoever is the flavor of the day, Remy Ma, like I just go on there and I see all this chaos, but I really don't, consume it and let it, engulf me and all that, bro. You really just gotta mind your own life, bro, because that's the only thing that really matters, bro. Like worrying about these celebrities and all that other stuff, it just don't get you nowhere, bro. You unaware if you're doing that type of stuff. Like, so yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, that is the vibes. If you conscious and aware, you should be isolating to some extent. You feel me?
hmm
yeah, because it's hard to say like these days when you got so much like everything is trying to like steal your time and
hmm
and we're not like mindful of it. We'll spend most of our time just randomly doing bullshit, and then your whole life will go by, and you're like, damn, what the hell did I do? Or like or your whole day, not your whole life, your whole day could go by, and you're like, damn, I really ain't do shit all day, but just like, damn, scroll on the doggone tube.
hmm
Yep.
Plenty
It'll get away
distractions.
from you. It'll get away from you, bro. They investing in and spending a lot of money to get your time, right? They
hmm
spend a lot of money figuring out what how your brain works, what you like, why you like it. They want to know where you at. They spend a lot of money trying to figure out where you at, where you spend money, why you like it. So as somebody that's raging against the machine, like I'm gonna try to be rebellious to all the things that you're trying to feed me, and I know that algorithm, social media, the things you putting in front of me, and it's also racist. Can we talk about it? We conscious only. We woke a little bit on here, bro. The
Yeah, yeah.
algorithms are racist, bro.
Hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
there's
they.
Oh,
stuff on X, right? X is my favorite app. Everybody got
Mhm.
their own favorite. X number two is definitely Instagram. I don't do TikTok at all. I know TikTok is where I gotta get a TikTok because news
Yeah,
is
yeah.
dying on X. That's
Hmm.
another story. But on X, they have two different tabs. So they have a tab for the people you actually follow. Everybody, all the
Hmm.
apps are moving like this now. They have a tab for the people you actually follow, and they have a tab that's called For You.
Hmm.
On the For You tab, I'm telling you, this is not for me. This is
oh
not in
yeah.
my algorithms. I
They
don't
showing the
like this
chitlin
stuff,
circuit, bro.
bro. It's chitlin circuit. It's debauchery. It's
Oh yeah.
tabloid. Bottom gutter.
Oh yeah.
Fights.
Hmm.
Social rapper drama. Rappers getting killed. Uh,
Oh, they gonna throw
Remy
some
Ma.
titties in there too.
The Remy Ma beef. Like all Remy Ma Pap, whoever they are, man. I know who they are. I'm not trying to act like I don't know who they is, but whatever that situation is, my For
Hmm.
You is loaded with black drama,
Hmm.
black low vibrations, just to keep it a bean. And I'm just like,
Hmm.
bro, there's nothing I hit, not interested. Like all day. No, I'm not interested in. Nope, 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 nope. Trying to
And they
teach the
still
algorithm.
find a way. Yeah.
Bro, and it's still I wake up the next morning, it's still the same shenanigans, bro. I'm like, bro, this is racist.
Oh yeah. They already got you doggone locked and loaded. It's like, no sir, ain't no change in this. You stuck with that
Bro, you
with
gonna
the
watch this.
algorithm you got. You got.
Correct. But if
Ain't
you
no
gonna watch this
changing.
debauchery and stop trying to change the channel,
Right.
I just got to the point with Twitter. I just like or X. I just like I just gave up on it because every time I log on to it, it's just, like you said, the same thing. Most of it's like the politic wars or like you
Hmm.
said, the ratchet debauchery, and I'm just like, man, you can see like there's a clear agenda that's being pushed on this
Push.
app that I just ain't got time to be
yeah.
doggone uh, getting worked
I
up
don't even.
by.
I think racist may be a. I mean, I could call it racist, but because I think racism just don't happen to black people. I know they try to like paint it that way, but I think it's they do the same thing for white people. I think
Yeah,
they
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 just don't
feed
see the
them.
black shit. They see like the trailer park
Correct.
stuff.
Hmm.
Correct. They see whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying? It could also be anti-Trump, it could be, you know, anti-government,
Hmm.
it could be a lot of white people are becoming a minority in about a
Oh,
year
that's the joint right there, boy.
2075.
The
It's a bag.
doggone
It's a
yeah,
bag, bro. But what I used to like about X and why I'm falling out of love with it, bro, is what I always loved about it. News, you got news first. It was a worldly news app.
Yeah.
You were able to tap into other countries, national news, and you got things unfiltered, uncut, like off the brick. And it's
Hmm.
just not that no more. They're really hiding information in news, bruh. And they just feeding people the distractions. Like they think when conscious people saying, "Oh, that's just a distraction," they think it's just conscious talk. But nah, like they really fooled y'all into loving all this debauchery, celebrity news, and what's going on. That, like I said, the Diddy trial and everything else. You don't even realize that what happened to the wars and the news and the updates on these apps. Like you
Hmm.
don't even really see what's going on with any of that anymore.
nah, you gotta search for it. I think I said it
Even
on
if
the
you
last.
search, you don't see it, bro. Search it.
Mm-mm.
I had did that too. I'm searching, just
Somebody
like go
somebody try
ahead.
to argue with me, and it's because, and that's it. That's another thing too. Like when you like try to enlighten people, or like say, "Oh man, pay attention because of X, Y, and Z," like
Hmm.
or or like when you say, "Oh, the algorithm is force feeding us," you know, an agenda or whatever, they say, "Oh, or the algorithm is training you how to think. Your thoughts are not your thoughts no more because of what they're pushing
That's
out to you.
facts.
So
Hmm.
your takes has been taken from whatever content creator or whatever doggone you see on YouTube, whatever you listening to on the podcast. It's all like regurgitated stuff." And this
Social
dude,
programming, man.
this well, it's a female. Every time we post something about like awareness or whatever, she comes straight attacking, like, "Oh, you got to be weak to let an app control what you
Mm-hmm.
thinking." I'm like, bro, you got to be like delusional if you don't think like these apps are controlling people's minds. Like people are not sitting down watching news from a fucking from Fox News on TV no more. Like people are receiving the news through these apps for the most part. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And if
I
the
mean, those
apps,
same people that think like TV don't influence their brain, or entertainment it's just music. There's people that actually think it's just music. They don't think these things are like well thought out. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll tell people what the 808s and a lot of like sounds of vibrations, like it's
Mm-hmm.
sound waves, bro. Like it's energy, all of it. It's it's crazy when you really think about it. But you could tell people this same thing, and they think it's just oh, ain't no music
You
making
just
me
talking out
move.
the side of your neck type shit.
Even if it don't make you go murder somebody or go rob a bank,
It
it's
has
giving you
influence.
negative. Yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
get negative attitude, whatever it may be. It's giving you negative vibrations, bro. If you taking in negative music, like it's gonna affect how you treat the people around you, your attitude, your energy, like everything.
man, today when we talk about distraction, as soon as I open IG, the
Mm-hmm.
first thing that popped up, oh, um, NBA YoungBoy and Larry Hoover get a pardon. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
man, like nigga,
Big T
like
Wiley, Big T Wiley, man.
I'm like, boy, if y'all niggas buy into like I like come on, bro. Tell me like it's more real stuff that's going on in this world. I don't give a damn about I don't know who a part of that gang culture and that lifestyle, man. But
I think Larry Hoover's trying to do something positive, but he's not even gonna get out from what I'm told. He still got some state stuff that he will have to face. You can only Trump can only pardon from a federal level.
Mm-hmm.
So he pardoned him of his federal sentencing or whatever it may be. But I think he does, and this is me, going by what some of these other guys like Jay Prince and Kanye who have been around Larry Hoover. I
Mm-hmm.
think he speaks from a different standpoint at this point. Like you would hope, right? A young man from poverty, chasing wealth, like just like the Gambino family and the Italian mob guys, bro. Like they murder people. Like I'm never gonna exalt these dudes up in no type of manner, but you would hope at 70 something years old he has a different mindset, sitting in behind prison, and there could be some type of uh you would hope, and this is just me, I think like rehabilitation, it's all self help, and
Mm-hmm.
from what I'm hearing and understanding, I think he's in a different space and he sees himself as an asset to like the community from an education
Mm-hmm.
standpoint.
I get that part of it, but I'm just thinking like with everything that's going on, it seems like they'll push out some news like that as far as like a
To get
distraction
your
because
attention and get you focused on that shit.
No,
Yeah.
Big T lead the league in distractions.
Oh
oh
yeah.
That Big T got them shits lined up, boy.
yeah, what
Hey,
it,
shoot me again real quick, man. I got them. They asking a lot of questions. Fire shot.
But yeah, shout out Larry Hoover, man. Big growth and
Yeah.
development.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get out. And NBA young boy, bro. That's just he's gonna look out for a rapper every now and then. It's just not
Mm-hmm.
major news, but that's what they're gonna give us to say cheese. I'm about to start
Mm-hmm.
blocking these people.
Yeah,
That's what
you
I'm gonna
ain't
start
wrong.
doing. Like I'm just gonna start blocking these accounts that just report just nothing positive. It's like nine
Mm-hmm.
times out of ten is negative news, bro. I don't care if Stephon Diggs is out with Cardi B and they snorting cocaine on the boat. I don't care.
oh
It's a
that's what
nice
they'll do.
visual though. It's a nice visual.
Oh
I'll
no,
tell you that.
shout out to that brother Stephon Diggs, man. And I think
Listen,
no, don't shout out to him because we gotta stop. We gotta stop that, bro. Like sex is ruining black men, bro.
correct. Correct on that part.
Sex is ruining like black. I'm not even putting on all black men, right? A
Mm-hmm.
large portion of black men.
Oh
We
yeah.
lead with that second brain in a lot of ways, bro. You go from Bill Cosby, uh,
Oh
R.
yeah.
Kelly. You just go
Mm-hmm.
down the list of just
Horn
black.
dogs.
I mean,
Yes.
Diddy right now. Um, you could just go down the list, bro. Shannon Sharp is facing one right now, bro. It's just
Mhm.
dudes are leading. Stephon Diggs, bro. Like if you want to ruin a legacy and you want to that's why it takes really good morals, really good character, and use a little family structure to keep wealth.
Mhm.
God set it up a certain way for a reason, bro. Like you need this structure to be able to build wealth and to continue to go from generation to generation. If not, you have rich men that just got a whole bunch of women putting themselves and their fortunes at risk over
Mhm.
women cheeks.
I mean, Prime and his boy, they about to show him how to do it though. I think
Yeah,
them
Prime just
boy.
keep getting a new one. They don't keep him, but
Oh
he
no, yeah.
believe in marriage.
Oh yeah.
That boy believe in marriage. He
Yeah, that
just
boy found him a young one quick too, boy. That boy
they don't go crazy young. He just go. I like the way he go young because he was in his 60s, so he'll go about
about 30.
Yeah, 30,
35,
40. Yeah, 30, 40.
35, 40. Yeah, he
Mhm.
35, 40 bad. Maybe
Mhm.
45. He in that bag. He got a nice little. She a
Oh, he
bad
pushing it
35,
now.
45, but
Yeah.
he don't be
Yeah.
going like Hugh Hefner in the 20s or nothing like that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, he don't go Shannon Sharp.
No, he got 8 toes, man. He can't keep up with a girl like that young with 8 toes. Need all 10.
Never go full Shannon Sharp. Man, Shannon, that boy blew a big bag too, dog. They doing.
Shannon was knocking down women worse than Tiger Woods, and that's egregious.
He was really trying to prove he
Tiger
wasn't gay,
Woods is
huh?
another one. Like just the joke, though. I guess we're gonna make Tiger black because he's just making black decisions with his penis.
No, we gotta take him out. Dave Chappelle
He
right
Asian
there.
now. Asian
Yeah.
men don't do what Tiger did. That's that Earl in him. That was Earl side.
Earl went Asian. Earl ain't go white, man.
Asian men ain't out here being playboys, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got to be the Asian side. They got to be his mama side. You know what I'm saying? That massage parlor side. I think that's a little bit of that kicking in. You say they also like pushing out. I know we want to talk about like relationships and whatnot. It
Mhm.
seemed like the content on like these TV shows they pushing out like acceptable like sneaky link culture, bro. Y'all
Mhm.
notice that? Like they
Yep.
making it to where it's like acceptable to be like a sneaky link.
Yep.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's a dangerous game there, man.
No, I mean they've normalized infidelity and the lack of loyalty.
Mhm.
Mm,
Like the lack of loyalty in relationships are they mean nothing in 2025, bro. Like it's like you say, you scroll from the conversations you see, even on it ain't. I mean, of course, the TV shows, but also podcasts, whatever it may be. But like, just cheating and infidelity is just a regular thing in society
Mhm.
now. It's almost like accepted, and like you should be like cheating. Oh, you trust him? Oh, you trust her? Man, you tripping.
Mhm.
yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
that's the
That's the
energy. That's the
energy. Yeah.
energy of today, and it's within our culture. I can't speak for other culture. I don't see it, and like I said, the algorithms are racist, but I just don't see it on other cultures like I see it with us. Even the Cardi B thing, like, don't want to get in no celebrity stuff, but you destroy your marriage to go do what? Like,
The same
think
thing.
about the image you're giving young women. You ended your marriage to go do what? Be on a boat with other bunch of women, just be a part of a what? A orgy? Like, what are we talking about here? Like,
Yeah,
the image
yeah.
is crazy.
But I'm trying to see like I don't see no like healthy relationships that they pushing out.
Oh yeah, that's done by design.
Yeah. Last one was that. Like, I mean, I know y'all don't like him, but
who
at least
that?
Bill Cosby got that right.
Yeah, he
Oh
did.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Bill ain't all bad, bro. Like, I'm just gonna say, I know y'all try to cancel Bill, but Bill gave black people a positive image and a positive family structure to try to build a family around. When you turned on TV, like, of course, he was probably, slipping some Mickeys and taking some cheeks, and that's not even joking. He was wilding out a little bit. Just like you can't do good and bad in life. You feel me? So he gave away scholarships. He gave back to the community. He did a lot of good things. Um, But one of the positive things he did was the Cosby Show, and then the spinoff from the Cosby Show was
A different world.
a different
Mhm.
world. They on the hill,
Hmm.
like college, like the
Hmm.
positive, like imagery
That's
he
what
gave
made
us
me
was
want
like,
to go.
right. I wanted to go to college. Dwayne Wayne. I
And
wanted to get the
yeah, and the
glasses and all.
HBCU of all of that because
Yeah,
of,
give
like
me
you
some
said, that's what
Dwayne
you
Wayne
seen on
glass.
TV. Yeah.
I
Oh,
need me
Bill
a
Cosby made
Whitley.
you do that?
I need a Whitley,
Yeah.
curly hair, all. I wanted like the whole setup.
Hmm.
He was. I was like, yeah, okay, I see you, Bill. Now it's the baddies. What is that show?
Hmm.
Oh, man, I ain't even saw
That's
that
that's
one.
that's a debacle of
I just
Zeus
found out about
Network,
this
bro.
show.
But
That's
they got the
crazy.
Sneaky Link show on Netflix. It's called Sneaky
A
Link. That's a new
sneaky
series.
link show.
There's a series called Sneaky Link.
I'm
Oh,
gonna mute that
oh,
on mine. I think
Hmm.
can I block? Can you block TV series on Netflix? I think you can block TV series now.
oh, now that I mention it, it might be in your it might pull up in your algorithm. What's another show that just came out? I think it's called what,
Sneaky link.
Forever? Y'all
Oh,
seen that show?
the little Netflix show. I didn't
Yeah,
see the
yeah.
little rom com, but they said it was good though. They said it was a good representation. The clips that I seen on Twitter was good. They had a good
What?
family structure. Yeah, yeah.
What's it
Pops
called?
did his thing.
Yeah,
Forever.
Forever.
yeah, with, with
Hmm.
Regina King, right?
Yeah, yeah. Regina King
Yeah.
behind it. My boy Ace from
Ace Boogie in it.
Oh,
yeah,
that's my guy.
he the pops.
Yeah,
That's one
yeah.
of my favorite actors. What's his name? Dang,
He was
Rock.
in the
He's a
same. Yeah, he
Wood
was in the Woody.
Woody
Woody, yeah.
Harris.
Yep.
Wood Harris, not Woody. Wood Harris. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's one of my favorite actors right there, bro. Underrated.
Yeah,
Man,
Super
he
he
gave
hold
underrated.
some
it down too,
some
man.
real pop advice, bro. So yeah, that's
I'm about to tap into that tonight, bro. I might start that little series tonight. Why
Oh,
not?
you about to be you about to finish that whole season by the weekend, bro. That's how good it is. That's a
I
good
like that
ass
type of
black
talk.
series, bro.
I've been really
mhm.
unplugged from the TV too, so
Me
now
too.
I got an
Pop put
excuse
me
to get
onto
back
that one.
in.
Yeah, Pop put me onto that one. And then right after that ended, you know how Netflix like to do, they like throw that up next.
That
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
suggestive.
That's
Hmm.
suggestion.
Damn, Sneaky Link came on. I like, damn. Got a good ring to it. Let's go ahead and check it out. Yep. Then I was like, yep, this is exactly what I thought it was gonna be. They they
Nah,
pitched it
man.
as
Yeah, I think that's a like. What do y'all think about like just that, man? What's y'all take on like the lack of loyalty in that whole culture? What is now? Of um not building like this damn dog. Not not building. Like even with dudes, right? You meet a chick and man, this bitch begging for money the first date. I'm out. Or
uh,
she asking for a cash app. They
Yeah.
out of there. I understand like all that's awkward and weird, but nobody should be asking money like soon as y'all first meet them. But it's really like nobody has time for shit no more. You feel me? As it
Hmm.
seems, but um,
yeah, it just feel like they programming the youth to be like numb and selfish and just only
And
think about them.
transactional.
And
Hmm.
yeah, and
transactional,
that's that's it.
transactional.
Well, capitalism, is the heart of America. Everything
Hmm.
is bred
What
off
you can
of.
do for me?
Yep.
Mhm.
What can you do for me, culture, on both ends? I
And
think we
microwave
started
culture
with
too.
what
Yeah,
are you
because they
bringing to
want
the
it quick.
table?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
everybody want to quit. Yeah, this transactional is definitely the word, bro. I think like bro, I was just saying like it's crazy that you said that word. So I was walking the dog and
Hmm.
walking and just left the phone at the house, let it charge. So I'm walking on the phone, just talking to myself, and that was one of the things that just came up, bro. Just like bro know this, and then like it's people in general. So it definitely in a man woman relationship, but
Hmm.
also just in people don't really build genuine relationships. It's really transactional.
Mm.
Like being genuine. I started this tweet the other day and deleted it. Being genuine, like over the last 10 years in the space, working with people, doing things, trying to build real relationships, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Why it's benefited me big time. Like I'm not in certain ways, that relationship, the genuineness, it has definitely helped us. But
Hmm.
dealing with our culture, our people, for the large amount, bro, everybody I dealt with was all transactional. And at the same time, me and bro work with me. This is our business. You feel me? Like we are genuine people.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't. I don't know how to fake it. I don't have it in me, bro. Like if I deal with you and talk with you, it's because I really rock with you, bro. You
The
know what I'm saying?
authenticity. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's authentic, bro. This is where I'm from. You know, my mom, dad, my grandparents, we authentic people. We really care about the next man. You know, we want everybody to win. Um, but yeah, this thing of ours, bro, like what we've been trying to just do as a business, you know, we looked out, like more than looked out in a lot of different, circumstances. And it was all transactional when it was all said and done. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And just watching that unfold, bro, like when you start to this is we get to like even like some of the couple topics that I had, bro. Like you got to go through certain things, bro, to get to really get what God want you to go, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mhm.
it took me. People say that, but it took me a while, and like to really realize it. You know, as you going through it, you like, dang, dawg, why did that deal fall apart? Why did this didn't work out?
Mm-hmm.
And to be truly honest, you're not ready. Like, and it's also not what you know the best. You just thinking too small sometimes. You know, like that's
Mm-hmm.
what the message I'm getting back, bro. Is like you was thinking too small, and also you're not ready. Like the people you have around you, you're too genuine for. If I give it to you now, you gonna spend it, and you're gonna invest in people that are just transactional.
Right.
They just
Mhm.
there for the transaction. They don't care about you, your well being, your mental makeup, who you are as a person, the love you may bring to them. All they care about is how much money you can put in their pocket, how you can benefit their situations on a very, like Trey said, on a, capitalistic way, you
Mm-hmm.
know? But like that's been my epiphany, all of 2025 is I wasn't ready.
Mhm.
Like I see that, and I see the areas as I'm going through things, and not going through things as I'm like, you know, on this new path on the journey, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you're starting to elevate a little bit here. I'm starting to realize like, nah, if this opportunity that I have right now had came a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I wasn't ready for it. Now that the opportunities in front of me, we're able to execute and move a certain way because we've been through it.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've been through it, bro. And it's like now, like you see it before it happens. Like you see the conversations, you know how it's gonna go, how it's gonna flow. And now when they start going the right direction, guess what? Ain't no transactions around you. God
Mm-hmm.
removed all the transactional, vibes from around you. And that's when you can see clear now.
Mm-hmm.
You- Like the clarity is there, bro. Like I don't have to like when it's time to make decisions or when I'm setting out blueprints of what this thing is and what we trying to go next. Like I don't have a bunch of people to worry about and how they gonna get taken care of because that's who I am. I'm genuine. Like there's been deals that I've been trying to go out there in the past and it was worried trying to make sure everybody was okay. And then
Mhm.
nobody ends up being okay.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
don't know
feel
who
me?
sang that song. I can see clearly now. The rain has gone.
It's real
You
talk.
know,
Real
like
talk.
it's another like biblical moment, like when they talk about going through the valley, those hard times, and
Mm-hmm.
you really found out like it
Yep.
builds your character going through that valley. And then when
Yep.
you get to the mountaintop, then you're like, damn, everybody who I was trying to get through that valley and to the mountaintop, they ain't make it. Just it's a lot of lessons learned through going through that valley, a lot of
Yeah.
hardships, and
Yep. It's like
I was
wandering in the
listening to
wilderness. That's what
yeah.
like, God's chosen people. It's like I ain't mean to cut you off, but yeah, wandering in the wilderness, bro. Finish your thoughts. But yeah, you're on the right path.
No, I was listening to a friend of mine, her podcast, and she was like dealing with the same type of thing with starting her business and whatnot. And she was saying that um, she got to a moment where like God was telling her like it same thing. It's not, everything's gonna be on my time. It's not time. It's not your time just yet. And selfishly, like when we're going through those moments, we like, damn, like I got XYZ going on.
Oh, it is the
Mhm.
time. Shit, this bill due tomorrow. You mean yeah, stop.
Exactly. That's just
Perfect time.
natural. Exactly. Like, what the hell you mean, boy? I can use that though. I can use them racks now, nigga.
Right?
Like, but she said it was like certain moments and like she'll have an epiphany, like she'll go through like a whole day and like everything that she needed to get done with her business, she'll realize, damn, none of it got done. And then she'll have one moment with her kid and that will be that moment with her kid where it kind of brings everything in reality. Well, God's
Mhm.
trying to say that all that time you was doing that, I was trying to tell you you need to be taking care of your kid. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like little stuff like that that we don't realize. Well, selfishly, we want it when we want it, but
Mhm.
there's a
Those
lot of lessons.
those are values, bro. Like those is like the stuff we talking about, like it's missing from people because it's not taught.
That
It's not
part.
valued, bro. Like
Mhm.
things and transactions are what's valued. So like I do the same thing. My son jump in the car. I pick him up from school. Sometimes he jump in the car. Dad, go buy me this. Dad, go take me here. And it's just like I have to stop him. Hey, bro, you don't know what type of day I had. I'm not here to be your Uber driver. I'm not here to be, just buy you things. That's not how dad works. When you get in
Right.
this car, you should ask me how my day went. Did I have a good day? Like let's talk about life, how your school day went. Like, but life isn't transactional. Like we're not gonna sit in like every most of the conversations when you come to talk to me, I have to stop them. Hey, bro, when the last time we just talked? The
Mhm.
last five conversations you came in, Dad, can you buy me this? Dad, can you take me here? Dad, can you do this for me? Dad, can you do that for me? When the last time we just talked? And to be honest with you, I've been doing it for like 2 years. He's very good about it, bro. Like he just asked me, like regular conversation. Dad, how was your day? You had a good day? How's business? Like just regular question. You know how much that means, bro?
Mhm.
I was
Like
just
real,
telling Gio
huh?
that before the show.
I was about to say we was just talking about that,
Y'all
bro.
just talking about that? Like,
Before the
Mhm.
you know
show.
how much that means to a person, bro? Just say, man, how's life going? How's
Mhm.
business? Like,
I
how's
was thinking
everything
about
going?
you.
I was
Mhm.
thinking about you, bro. Like, what's up with it? That means a ton. And I get that a lot from strangers.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or
But it
even
hit
people that
different with the family
I'm
type shit, bro.
correct. I'm calling them
Mhm.
strangers, but people feel like they know me because I talk to them, for years over a microphone through podcasts. So people feel like they, along on this journey with me,
Mhm.
and also like they know me because they've been hearing me talk and watching the growth and the changes, all
Mhm.
of that. You feel me? So I get that part of it, but what I'm saying is from like a family point, like those values are gone. Like
Mhm.
everything for the most part is transactional, and it's reflect on, you know, in a relationship what you bring to the table. Like
Mhm.
that's the lingo and that's the attitude is what you can do for me. If you don't do this, and it's all social media driven agendas.
Mhm.
If you ain't like, we could sit on these apps and we could argue black women versus black men. We could try to figure out the black struggle. The bottom line is, if you don't figure out the black family structure, it ain't gotta be no race. Whenever you see a lack of family unity and family structure in any country, you're gonna see hell.
Mhm.
You're gonna see straight up hell. And it's until we fix that, bro, that's just what it's gonna be. You can do the black woman and, oh, we got this education and we doing this and I don't need no man, and men could do the same, back and forth BS. But at the end of the day, if y'all ain't building no families, none of y'all ain't getting nothing done.
At all.
We're building in period. I mean, building period. You know,
Mhm.
family principles, morals. Just building, like just putting good qualities in your life is missing. Um, even like even if you bring up like you can just say anything remotely like about like religion or like God, and people just go straight to like it's just like, bro, like I ain't telling you to go subscribe to no. I'm just saying, like, yo, if you tell somebody you talk to God, they look at you like you're crazy, or you tell somebody like just basic like life journey stuff, that self journey stuff that they need to like discover, or like family principles that they need to or you trying to instill in your family life. They look at you like, yo,
I think people like that, like I think they subconsciously, like I think we all,
Mm-hmm.
when you start talking about like when you offend people or they get like a little uneasy when you start talking about God, I think subconsciously they know that regardless of talking to God, they don't have like the mental capacity to go
Mm.
do the things to actually change their life regardless. Like you could talk to God until you turn purple. But if you don't have the that mental fortitude to evolve and change and to eventually grow out of your situation, because God's not gonna pluck you out of whatever misery you got. You feel me? Like you got to go do the work. If it's
Mm-hmm.
poverty, if you live in check to check, however you think see fit, but God ain't gonna pull you out of it. You can either think your way out of it, because everything happens in the brain. So you can either
Mm-hmm.
think your way out of your financial situation, your relationship, whatever it may be. You can either think your way out of it, then work. Cause it starts with a thought, and then do the work, or it won't happen. God just not gonna miraculously just pull you out of it. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's what be the hang up. Like, man, I don't want to hear this God stuff because I still gotta go do some work.
Mm-hmm. They running from that
like, like
accountability.
Mhm.
accountability. Like God
Mm-hmm.
just gonna give you the direction and the vision and all of that type of stuff. Now you gotta go do the work. People got God mixed up. Like they think God's supposed to just come pull you
Like
out
a
of poverty,
genie.
pull you out of slavery. Like the way even people, well, if God was real and what he did during slavery. No, bro. Like whatever state you're in, you can think your way out of it. Like you can
Yeah.
figure this out through prayer, intuition, you know, manifestation, like whatever it may be, but you got to go do the work. I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
sprinkle magic dust out of the sky for you to
Mm-hmm.
get whatever solution you looking for, bro. You got to go actually do the work. So people that be on that not want to hear God stuff because they know they still got to go do work. Ain't no miracle coming out of the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the first step of freedom is awareness, man. If
Mm-hmm.
you,
Back to Rolling Tony.
I gotta know you in chains first.
yeah, if you don't know you're in the
Exactly. That's
cage,
my
you
that's
can't
my
escape it.
like they still in chains. They don't even know they in chains. That's the part right there.
Yeah, it was just locked up. Don't even know it. Just like, golly, this ain't this ca- this is a beautiful world, man. Oh, you in the cage. Don't even know you in the cage. Can't even get out. Ain't even trying to get out because you don't realize you in the cage. You don't realize you got chains on you. It's just, I think maturity too, man. I don't know if that's another thing I think that lacks in our culture. Like motherfuckers be scared to grow old and scared to like grow up and face reality on some shit. Like it's like I was just thinking about, my daughter, she just graduated. I'm just thinking about, like how life and time was. Like when you have those moments, you look back and like where my mind was during that time.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And like even like I'm so proud of like the growth, like the generational growth in my family. To be real with you, like as far as like the progression of where everything is going, it's just like I know it's about to be something beautiful on the other end, but just like knowing like generationally, like um, where we was like when I was her age, like as far as like economically,
Mm-hmm.
um, educationally, like we
Yeah,
wasn't like
opportunities, all that.
yeah, like a lot of stuff we just like wasn't prepared for. Then as a young man, you got to go out into that world and you got to face it. Like back in our days, it was easy to tell a young man to get out there and figure it out. But
In
now,
the 1900s.
yeah, for real, like motherfucker tell you quit back then, like, "Oh, you better figure it out." You got to go. What you got on these bills? It was just like that type of vibes where you didn't get a gap year, nigga. Like, nah, gap your ass to the doggone to the
No, I ain't gonna lie. I had some gap years, boy. I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to figure this thing called life out. So Well, our parents didn't have like the answers to a lot of things, as they did the best they could. I have no complaints, bro. I don't think bro has one either. We're just talking like different like opportunities. But my parents provided us a great life and
No,
some
I'm not
great
talking about me
opportunities.
personally. I'm talking about, like, the mindset of, like, of
Yeah,
that
I know.
era. Like, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
No, no,
That
I'm just
yeah.
talking through like I don't want to send the wrong. I know moms, everybody listen. I don't want to send the wrong message. Like we didn't have it great, but like what my overall thing I was saying is yeah, the opportunities are just available and there and different than what we do. But I had gap years, bro. I ain't gonna say years because Pop wasn't gonna just let you lay up in that year and do nothing. You're gonna be doing something, even if you're going to go work with him. Then like you're gonna be doing something. But I had space and leniency to like find myself and what
Mhm.
I was trying to do and be. But my parents didn't always agree with it. Whatever I was trying. I was always a creative soul, so most of the things I was doing was creative stuff that my parents just didn't get. You feel me? Like you trying to go be a rapper and a producer, like you don't get.
Yeah, that didn't compute to that generation, bro. I
You know,
understand.
that new
Yeah, but I
Kirk
mean, most of
Franklin
the
just
things I
came
did,
out,
bro.
nigga. You ain't trying to make that new stomp. You ain't got a stomp remix, but I ain't trying to
Yeah,
hear it.
yeah, yeah. Get me try to make me a gospel rapper or something, but and I get that too. Like I'm not the only person. Like most creative people, if you listen to their, their journey, it was their parents telling them like, "Yo, you tripping? like, like you rapping or you singing? You want to be an actor? Like that's normally the reaction from a parent that want their kids to be stable and
Mhm.
successful and not, stress them out. Like I get it as a parent now. Um, but I'm also glad that I was just me and I stayed me. And my parents definitely, was there in a supportive standpoint, as I got older, the vibes just never changed, and my destination has always been entrepreneurship from day one. Now, hindsight, I look back at it, I never wanted to go to college. I wanted to
I
play
wanna
football,
I wanna go to
Mhm.
college.
but I ain't really want to go to college. I'm just gonna be honest with not me. Like I can honestly say that I didn't like school. I don't like sitting still. I don't like the structure of it.
Mhm.
I was good at school. I was smart, like real estate exams, like all that stuff, like stuff like that. I would ace. You feel me? Score pretty well on my SATs, ACTs, all that stuff. Like I did pretty decent. Like my score was higher than what my GPA was. And it was just like, bro, your score, this don't even make sense. Did you cheat? You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like
no, I just really
it didn't,
tried this.
it didn't even. I just no. I actually didn't even try on the ACT and ACT, bro. Like I don't. I like certain things came easy for me, but it wasn't. I hated sitting in class. I went to college, bro, and I had freedom. I was like, bro, ain't nobody telling me I gotta go to this motherfucker.
Mhm.
Like high school, you gotta go to class. There's
Mhm.
no they gonna call your mom like, hey, he ain't like he missing class, etc. When I got out to college and I realized that I go to class when I want to, as long as I don't miss too many classes, I pass
Mhm.
my exams. Then I'm just scheming to try to get through it. I'm learning the system and the politics of college. That's all college is patience.
Mhm.
If you got a half a brain, the rest of college is patience.
Mhm.
Yeah, it be motherfuckers that be in there like 30 years. I was like, "That man,
They got patience.
patience and money." People they'll
Yeah.
end up getting done with a doggone $200,000 student loan they gotta pay back. Like, golly, boy, you should have graduated a long time ago and just got out.
That's another thing too. Like, now I ain't prepared for that conversation. I ain't gonna say it. I want to get more prepared. That's a topic I'm gonna put on the back burner though. Just black men education. You know, um, their approach to it.
Mm,
I see
The
what you're
approach
saying.
to it. Like the approach to education. Like what we going to school for. I think needs to be purpose driven. Because I
Mhm.
think they're saying the numbers in college, black male college students is dropping like tremendously. And I think it's because a lot of bad experiences and a lot of like brothers talk about it in a way like I went to school, student loans. I'm not even working in that field.
Mhm.
I'm making money doing something else totally different. I think that messaging is really hitting home. The lack of opportunities after it, but I think there's certain degrees and certain, what you're going to school for,
That
where
we should push them towards type shit.
yeah, this is when you get this degree, yeah, you're gonna work in this field. Like if you're a
Hmm.
brain doctor, you're not about to go build houses. Like, or be
Yeah.
a PE teacher. You know what I'm saying? Like you're about to go like be a doctor. You're about to go be an architect, a civil
Hmm.
engineer. Like those high end. If it's hard to go finish the classes in the program, that's probably where you want to go. Like the
Right.
easier routes, like well, you can find some easier degrees that'll make you, and you can also turn those degrees into entrepreneurship and then go on to be successful, et cetera, et cetera. But those crazy high end, if you want education to be the payoff, no entrepreneurial skills and activity. But if your goal is when I get this degree, I want to take this degree and go make a lot of money, you got to go to school for a long time for something really
Hmm.
hard.
Yeah, that's what the Asians tell their kids, Asians and Indians. You have to be a doctor. Or you
Yeah,
have to be, yeah.
yeah.
Those them ones where you're gonna be in school for a long time and at the end of it it's gonna pay off.
Right.
But
Coming
if
out
you
making 300.
Yeah, if you're a hustler, then you just a hustler. I was talking to Raven's male friend at her graduation, and he was talking like where he's planning on going to school and whatnot, and what he's planning on going to school for, and just talking to the young man, and we started just brother. Some of these kids are just they're pretty. It depends on the kid. 'Cause all these
Hmm.
these young boys ain't got their head on. But some of these boys like really got a vision, and then they see the world and the opportunities out there, bruh. But he was telling me, he was like, bro, he's like, I really don't care where I go to school. Well, he got some good opportunity. I was like, bro, you got some good opportunity. Like, man, I don't care where I go. My goal is just the network. So when I get
Hmm.
out of there, I have the network, the community to be able to go, launch businesses and do things in this world where I could go get wealthy. Like, that's pretty much what I was just telling you, bro. I was telling him a whole lot of things, but yeah, the schools is all good. You feel me? But the real thing is when you go to these schools, is not to have fun and party. It's not to have a good time. That's how they paint it to us. Like we're gonna go
Hmm.
dance, we're gonna go step shows. It's finna be a party. It's finna be a good time. You on the network, you need to join this frat. Those frats are
Hmm.
cool, but nah, networking is meeting people, shaking hands, building relationships. Like we were just talking about earlier, building genuine relationships. 4 years on that campus, like making
Hmm.
it intentional. Like bro, I'm not trying to meet you just to go to the club. Like we can't be just hanging out and partying. Like I'm here on a mission these 4 years. I'm gonna have a good time, be normal, but I'm really here on a mission, to find my path in life. But I think our approach to it as a culture, which I'm not mad at it, but I think the approach is a little off. Like if you're just going to get a business degree, it's too general, it's too easy. You probably gonna get a business degree type job when you finish. If that, and you're probably gonna be disappointed,
Hmm.
considering your student loans. So if you in it, that's my message. If you in it, be in it to win it. Like if you're gonna go spend student loan money and you're gonna be there 4 years, go get a degree. That's gonna be if you ain't no hustler, like make sure you're gonna get the job that's gonna really pay off.
Oh
And be
yeah,
able to
go
pay the
get your
student
a la
loan.
carte business degree. You know what I'm saying? They got affordable. They got affordable colleges where you can go to and get a business. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta
Yeah,
go ahead and spend all that crazy ass money,
yeah,
and then
that's true too. You don't need to go to the dorm. Stay your ass at the house, at mama
yeah.
house.
Hmm.
I say, you want to do what? You want to be a damn gym teacher, man? Take your ass to PBCC
Boy,
and
going
get
to
them.
barbershop school and got dorms and everything. Talking about the student loan. Student loan, boy, you at barber school, boy. You got dorms?
Uh, Cosmetology eating them pockets up, boy.
You paying out of state fees for a barber certificate?
You start breaking down the finances to him out the gate. Like, boy, you better see how much this is before you start playing with my money. Before we send you out there, then you end up not even
Yeah,
finished. Yeah, you show them them finances out the gate. You better start working on them scholarships early. I was talking to
Hmm.
a buddy of mine. His kid, he was hitting me up saying congratulations. His kid's junior year going into the senior year, and he's already like putting in scholarships and whatnot. And I
nice.
pretty much had the same sentiment. Like, man, it just seemed like our youth like, because I talk to a lot of these kids, and it do seem like they have it figured out, uh, as far as a pathway of like how they want to get to it, and a plan. It do feel like, and I was telling my daughter that too. Like, though, I'm so proud because at your age, I didn't have a plan on like ho on everything I wanted to be and what I wanted to do and how I wanted to execute it. And I think that's
Mhm.
probably what scared my parents. If I'm like, "Yo, you wanna go to school, but nigga, you gotta think about, like, do you have a full plan on what you wanna do?" Um, and when I talk with these young the with the youth and my daughter and whatnot, I'm like, "Yo," they give you the vibes of like, "Yo, I don't need."
Yeah, all teenagers give you the advice, so like they don't need your advice.
Yeah, like, your shit is outdated, like, your speech.
Yeah. They got their shit figured out. They got it all
Back in
figured
the
out.
dinosaur times with y'all, like, no,
In the
fam, this shit's still
1900s,
this shit's still relevant.
Like, it might be outdated, but you gonna have some doggone college experiences where you gonna be like, "Damn, Pops was right on this," or he I heard it's
boy,
gonna
I
come
can't
up
wait for
again.
it. I'm looking forward to it. Well, I am looking forward to like real life, bro. Like now, now that I'm in the seat that my dad was in when I'm heading to like college,
Mhm.
and I remember just like a little smirk and grin, like I'm proud of you, but boy, you about to find out. you about you about to find out.
You think you're
Even
grown,
when I
huh?
left to go off to like school, you know what I'm saying? When I left, go to New York, like Pops, I remember dropping me out to the airport, like, yep, about to find out, bro. Like, and it's not a bad thing. It's just a
Mhm.
reality. Like, you go out into this world so gullible, so naive. You feel me? That's my biggest work right there. Is not make like not to have naive and gullible son for
Mhm.
sure. Like, bro, you do not have the luxury of, oh man, I ain't know that.
Mhm.
You ain't got that luxury, bro. Like figuring out things on the fly, being gullible, thinking you could get away with certain things, and big like just even like the idea of going to get bills, bruh. Stay like don't let them fool you. You need to build your credit, man. Don't touch none of that stuff.
Mhm.
That's how it begins. That's the rat race. Like transactions.
Mhm.
They make you fall in love with tangible things, possessions and gifts and next thing you know, you got a credit card. You start paying the bill on that, then you get another credit card. Now you gotta get you a little part-time job. Now you in the rat race. Now you working to pay bills. Then you need your apartment. That apartment gonna come with lights, water. Like first you're in the dorm. You
Mhm,
chilling. You got
Mhm.
lights, water, cable, all that stuff come with the dorm. Now you get your apartment because you feel I'm too grown for this dorm thing. All these little freshmen, I'm going to get me an apartment. Now the apartment comes with light, water, cable, everything else that may come with whatever apartment you stay at. Groceries and
Mhm.
you off campus, so you ain't paying for the meal plan. So you're adult now. You in the rat race. You got a job. You got a lot of bills, and you're gonna be doing that for a very long time moving forward. And now that you accrued debt, right? So when you do finish college and you got a little credit card debt because you want to go on little trips that your friends was going on, buy certain things for your little boyfriend and girl. You ain't really got no real job to go buy no Christmas gifts and shit. So you got your little credit card that they send every 18-year-old when they get
Mhm.
18. You swiping that for little gifts, little things like that. So you accrue some debt over these 4 years in college. So when you get out of there, guess the first thing you're looking for? A job.
mhm,
Like, people don't be knowing what bondage and slavery look like, to be real with you. If you finish
Mhm.
college, bro, with no debt, you just stay low key, live a minimal lifestyle, be very chill. When you finish college and you have a clean slate of no, I gotta go pay Paul, I gotta go pay this company, that company. When you just graduate college and you ain't got, that's when the real gap year should be.
mhm,
All right, I got this degree. Let me explore, all my opportunities. Let me do some paid internships. tap
Mhm.
in different industries to see what I really want to do. And once I figure out what I really want to do, which path around my degree that I like, entrepreneurship in that path that I decide. And then
Mhm.
you're owning. You take your time. Now you're fresh out of college, no debt. You can still go back to mom's crib and you build.
Mm.
But we keep talking about building. Building is work. Nobody really want most. I ain't gonna say nobody. Most people don't want to build. They rather
Oh
buy
no.
a home, and that's what the 9 to 5 job is. Instead of building a home and curating a life that they really want, like building it. I'm gonna pour this foundation this side. I'm gonna want a
Mhm.
bathroom over there. They rather go buy a home that was built in 1965, but it's already there. It's less work. I ain't got. I just move my furniture in, and I just go on with life. I'm just gonna buy the home that's already built. Nah, build your
Mhm.
life the way you want it. You could design it, bro. Like don't take this model that they giving you. Do
Mhm.
not take it. They selling you a sham. You'll never be happy if you hop into this life that they're trying to give you. And that's the game. They put this life in front of you and say, hey, come get this job and for work 40, 50 hours of your life and then pay these bills and you're gonna wake up 35, 40 years old, unhappy. Like, why? Like, why
Mhm.
am I got a good job? I drive a good car. Why am I unhappy? Because you don't have no purpose. You didn't design your life. They designed it for you and
Mhm.
you just accepted it.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
the
yeah.
game. I'm sorry, I ain't even had none of that plan, but that's the game, bro. Like you can't fall into the matrix. They put it right in front of you, bro. Like I said, like I'm watching these kids graduate as I'm doing my own child. I look back and like, bro, this I see it.
Mhm.
But you have this type of conversation with the average 18-year-old, they think you nuts, bro. Like, but if when I look back, if I had the patience, to when I finished school, sit down, like, what do I really want out of life?
Mm.
I came home from New York. I was like, this football thing, I ain't finna be. I found out real quick, like, bro, I like to play, but I don't love this game like that, bro. Like, I'm not finna go work out enough. I like the gym, but I'm not gonna work out enough to go play this game at a high level and make it to the NFL. So I'm done with this football thing. I ain't gonna chase a dream. You feel me? So when I left school in New York, it was just over with for football. From that moment on, for me, I just needed some more direction and guidance with, how to hone creativity, how to
Mhm.
build something with the creativity, your thoughts. And you get so many, especially at that age, where you don't know where to start and where to end. But having somebody to mentor you and hone that those type of thoughts into, hey, take your time, build it. Nothing's gonna happen overnight. Like, how long I've been podcasting? About a decade.
Mm.
And
Damn.
what we about to head, like this, how God work. Well, what's happening for us ain't even a podcast,
Right.
but the podcast led us to it.
And you had to be patient with it.
You just got to keep going. That's it. You just got to keep going. You just gotta keep going. And I truly honestly believe like most of the things that even I ain't even gonna say quit on, but I stopped doing when I was younger because quit is a bad word. Some of
Mhm.
the things I stopped doing, if I had just kept going, those situations would have even panned out. I just stopped.
Yeah. I mean, that's where it all comes with maturity, right? You
Mhm.
know, uh, a lot of time people think maturity has something to do with age, but it ain't got nothing to do with age. It's how well you respond to shit when it don't go your way. You know what I'm
Woo!
saying?
That's a bar.
And, and
That's a
like
bar.
a lot of people, a lot of us are like grew up in like chaos and don't know how to like, and we carry that with us and don't know how to detach from it and just like grow up and just like and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And you talking about building. And it make always when we talking about the mix and the cement, it make me think about my grandpa. It make me think like Renaissance man or the old school traditional men when they was just like out there getting it and figuring it out, building. You don't
Building.
now everything is so cookie cutter, like quick, and we said microwave generation. Now you don't get the luxury of sitting there and learning, lessons through like even though my mother, I would see my dad like even my dad would come here and I would see him like build something. And I'm just
Oh
like,
no,
damn, bro.
that's a Gio, you never seen my dad. That's a dude to watch just work, bro.
Hmm.
Like it's an art. Like I'm not even hyping my pops up, bro. Like watching you never seen nobody focus on a task like this man at work, bro. I promise you.
When he in
Like,
mode, he in mode, huh?
bro, he
Shit.
he just be like so just locked into the moments, bro. And I ain't mean to cut you off, Trey. Finish your take. But now
No,
you
it's
start
just
talking about
like it's just like amazing to watch because he ain't going on no damn app looking up, figuring out, trying to figure it out, or looking for instructions. My damn fence was damn hanging off by the limbs. That
yeah,
motherfucker just hanging out, and I was like, damn. Just looking at it like I get that fence figured out.
Hmm.
Man, I woke
bad
up the
man.
next morning, dog had the fence on the ground. Nigga just started like had the cement, cement going. Motherfucker just
Hmm.
building got a post going. I was like, golly, what the hell? Like,
Yeah,
yeah, he said, I need you to come out here to help me pick the fence up, do this, do this. I'm like, damn, boy. Like, you don't see
nah,
that.
man. Ultimate builder, bro. Like I've seen this man take apart stuff in a car. Like, he ain't no car mechanic. I'm like, bro,
Hmm.
there's a lot of stuff on the ground out here, boy. I don't know what you're doing. And figure it out, bro. Like, and then he used to have me sit beside him while he did some of that stuff. And I was just like, by the time he got to like the third part, I'm just like, hey man, like I don't listen, listen, bro. Like you don't want to take a break. It's a lot of things you taking apart, bro. Like just let's go for a walk. I get overwhelmed with just like so many parts and tools and like I have no interest in learning it, but to watch him do it, bro, like and he like look excited to be like he want to do it, bro. Like
Hmm.
it's just a different, like Trey was saying, it's a different era. And there's still some dudes from our era that's like I know some dudes like my age like that as well. It's just not my thing, but watching pops at work, bro, like you never seen. I
No, I'm
promise you
talking
never
about, I'm
seen
talking about
nothing
like
like that.
anything. That's the thing. Like we talk about like
Even
whether
just
it's
cooking.
cooking, car, doggone building. I'm talking about like fishing. Like it would just be like random like stuff. Like nigga, how you learn how to do this? Like nigga, why you
For
teach me
real.
this shit, bro? Like,
This man would like reupholster your couch.
bro,
No, that's what's up.
Bro,
That's
he
what's
made
up.
like he had this picture of a pink bell bottom suit from his senior prom.
Hmm.
And he was like, "Yeah, I made that. I sold that whole suit." I'm like, "Motherfucker, you made a bell bottom suit?
with no sewing machine, nigga.
Like, what is going
That's
on,
what's
man?"
up, bro. But that's
This
the
nigga,
skills though. That's what's up in
bro.
y'all DNA type shit. You feel
That's
me?
it is. You know, you just gotta hone it in different ways. But like, the mastery of a lot of things. Like even the job that he has, bro. Like my
Hmm.
pops don't supposed to have the job he had. You supposed to have a real degree for that job. Like it's so crazy. Like for real, right? This is a real story. So he applied for the job for a while, and they kept denying him. Just off of his resume
Hmm.
and like the paper test. They gave him a test and he wouldn't pass the test. So like through just God really, he ended up getting they offered him a field test. Man, Pops, they brought him in there. He he did everything. They're like, how you know how to do this? And he said to these days, like, bro, I don't know how I knew how to do half of that stuff when I went in there. He said, I just seen it and it just,
It
made
came
sense. So
to
I
him.
started
Yeah.
moving certain things to do certain things. He work in the electricity field, electronics, FP&L, that world. But yeah, bro, like he's just a real sharp guy when it comes to that type of stuff. When it comes to like hand mechanics, and to be real with you, bro, like if the resources were right, Pops would have been a civil engineer, or something crazy, like for real, for real. If he had the opportunities and that a lot of like just kids with that a privilege had, like
Hmm.
it would have been something crazy. I think my pops is a brilliant man for sure.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing you got to kind of hone in, like everybody, and kind of like figure out like what your generation is missing within your family.
Hmm.
Like try to fix
Yep,
that. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
Complete that cipher. Yes, sir.
Mhm.
yep,
And it goes
yep.
with everything, even the health shit. Like we talk about health,
Hmm.
and even though like like if somebody recognize something that can fit your lineage, your generation, like yo, all right, if we change XYZ, we can maybe extend our life and whatever. I think
Mhm.
we just gotta be open minded and listen to the youth, um, and even to our elders too when they're trying to put us on the game. I think that listening to one another without trying to like, I think communication is a real big thing that we gotta kind of like
It's the
tackle.
life.
Yeah.
It's life. It's life, bro. Like communication is marketing. It's and marketing is life. Everything is life. It's like it's all life, bro. Like communication is gonna be the reason you and your old lady fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Communication is going to be the reason why you don't understand your daughter, or why she got an attitude, the small things of body language, because communication is deep too. It's not just
Mm-hmm.
verbal, but communication, knowing when to speak, when not to speak, when to yield, when to listen, like all of it, bro. Like certain words that you use can invoke certain feelings. And it's in learning too, people you're around. Like I know certain things that I can say that will trigger my mom, or even my dad in certain situations. So if conversations start going a certain on a certain topic, I just would chill and yield,
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
just let them speak, because and that's a communication skill of just like I'm just gonna let them have this topic and just listen, because I could also, my opinion could also be wrong, so I just yield and listen rather than say something to trigger an argument.
Mhm. That goes back to that let them theory.
Let
But
them. Let them is the bro. That's it's a short read, but it's a brilliant book, man. I don't know if you read that. Let them theory,
Mm-mm. I heard you talk about it though, bro.
bro. Yo, yeah, I tweeted about it, bro. That what a
Mm-hmm.
book. It's just short. Shout out to my man Johnny Rutledge. He had posted it. That's how I found out about. I seen him post it on IG, and he usually in this world that we in. He listened to the cut. He might hear this. So he in this world that we be in and whatnot. So I said, let me check this book out. It's so short. I've listened to it every bit of like 20 times
Mm.
yeah,
in the
yeah, it's
last like
solid.
2 weeks.
Yeah, no,
It's
that's
solid.
what's up then.
I'm on that the communication part, and I re-listened to that. I think it's like chapter 6, where
Yeah.
she was saying like the disconnect between her mom and like how her mom didn't want her to marry her husband, the guy she married,
Mm-hmm.
and she never like they had a grudge with each other like for years, and she never really got it until it was time for her. Like she was in her mom's situation or whatever. Something happened where they had like a aha. Oh, she finally asked her mom, like, yo, what's the deal with this?
Mm-hmm.
And um, her mom told her, like, hey, it was just, I'm a, you my only daughter, and you looking to get married to somebody that's um, all the way on the other coast of the world. And I'm not gonna, once you do that, you're gonna get family, you're gonna establish roots, and I'm not gonna like see you. We got like a business, a
Mm-hmm.
farm, everything that I envision, is gonna be gone. And that's
Hmm.
the reason why I had those feelings. And her whole time, she was just thinking that it was just like, oh, you don't like dude for, it was just like physical,
Mm-hmm.
like random
Right.
bullshit without having like a real conversation and talking and just seeing things from a different lens. And I think back to that communication thing, a lot of times once we, you know, are young or older and we kind of locked in on our ways and we don't really like have a real talk about it, we can go mad and go separate, and then it's just that will always be there until you talk about it. Communication, man.
Yeah.
There's more to it, but that was pretty much the gist of it. But it's
Yeah.
been a good show, man. I'm glad we did another woke Wednesday, bro. We're gonna have to keep this going. Um,
Another book recommendation before we get out of there. We're gonna wrap this up. But Lucky Me by Rich Paul.
Mm,
mm,
yeah, I seen
Phenomenal
you
book.
post about that too, bro.
Phenomenal, man. I'm going to run that one back again next week, bro. Phenomenal. Just the more I look into that young fella, bro, like we about the same age, ain't no young fella. But more the more I look into the guy, I mean, I'm calling myself young too, so I guess I can let that slide.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just a very interesting guy, very wise guy. Um, yeah, that's the more I read it, the more and he speaks a lot of that too. Finding like what Trey was saying earlier, why he had unique situations. So his mom was a struggling addict, dad was a hustler. He was the child of a side kid, but the dad was always like the other family knew that he had two families type situation. But he spoke very highly of like his dad's strong suits, and like he did a good job of maximizing his family genetics. Found out
Mm-hmm.
what mom was good at, found out what dad was good at, and really honed in on those things, man. Like the relationship building that he learned from his dad in the community. That's how he met LeBron. Like the same tactics that and the same energy his dad was from, which he kind of penciled out and started molding his own life behind, like subconsciously. And
Mm-hmm.
look back and it's like, bro, I was following the path that my dad kind of, the things I saw my dad do and the way he treated people, and um, it's how he got to where he was at. So like what Trey was saying earlier too is powerful. I do the same. I do that, man. I think I look at the things my grandfather was great at, the things my grandmother was great at, even my dad, my mom, the things they're good at. Home. We like to
Mm-hmm.
like sometimes talk about like the trauma that we gotta heal from, but we also gotta find the blessings in our genetics.
Mm-hmm.
The talent, the skills, like the God given talent. That's really where your financial freedom's at. Whatever your genetic God given challenges, God given talents are.
Gotta take advantage.
Man, boy, it's so much. I love having these conversations with y'all because it's like when we start, like, damn, I can go a whole nother hour just talking about other stuff that's
Bro,
been
we
on
used
my
to have
mind.
3 hour shows. Like having talks
Mm-hmm.
just like that. We used to have 3 hour shows going crazy with just gems, bro. This is I think this is a great conversation that we had. I got so many topics that bouncing in my head, just doing this talk that we could talk on, next week, and keep it flowing. But definitely great conversation and more, talking points.
Man, I guess the last thing I want to say, unless you want to add Geo, but I guess the last thing I want to say, man, every day you wake up, you just got to figure out you got two choices, man. You can either like repeat the same shit that you've been doing, or you can evolve, man. Um,
Facts.
and just
Mm-hmm.
find ways to evolve is what I recommend. But you know, yeah,
No, that's facts. It's a choice to stay the same.
There it is. It's a choice to say the same.
It's a choice to change too. They all are
Mm-hmm.
choices.
It's all choices. Yeah.
They're
Which
all
one you gonna
choices.
choose?
Yeah.
damn red pill, blue pill.
Like for real though. Like how they say life is hard, but then in the same sense, it's like losing weight is hard, but in the same sense, going to the gym is hard. But then if you don't take care of your health, you got to pay the bill, and that's gonna be hard. So it's like, which hard do you want to choose? So we got to make sure that we educate people so that they can make the best possible choice that they need be.
Damn, that's the real gym. Like recognizing like everything is hard, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What's the
Yo,
alternative? When people say life is
exactly.
hard, what's the alternative? Dying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then that's gonna be hard for you to accept and for your loved ones. So then, do you want to go with that hard, or do you want to, like you said,
Yeah, I
go through the
think
process and make it right?
the life hack is like most life hacks is mindset, like twisting, like you got to rewire your brain. They've like
Mm-hmm.
programmed you to think a certain way about life, but the way I view it is a puzzle. Like it's all a puzzle. So I wake up every day trying to put the pieces in the right spot. I don't just look at the puzzle because it's 1,000 pieces and be like, man, forget that puzzle. Just walk by it every day while it's on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, like I'm gonna figure out where this little part of the tree is supposed to go eventually. We're just trying to
Mm-hmm.
figure out, put the puzzle together. And some people will take the puzzle out of the box while it looked pretty when they bought the puzzle out of Walmart. When they opened the box, seen all the pieces, they was like, man, this is hard.
Mm-mm.
I'm cool.
and
See,
give it back.
yeah,
Mhm.
salute to you. Like some of these motherfuckers, they ain't made it past the 12-piece puzzle. You don't if you at the
You at
1,000,
the 1,000.
They can't put together 12-piece puzzle. Then they
they
really
got
got
them big
like
old drawers. They're like, golly, boy,
they,
close
they,
the
they
box and put it up. I quit. But it's the Culture Uncut podcast, man. Woke Wednesdays, man. We're gonna be back at it next Wednesday, man.
already.